From the banks of the Ohio River, there's a look at what's now known as Paycor Stadium here in Cincinnati. Today, we've got a Week 13 matchup for you here between the Kansas City Chiefs and the Cincinnati Bengals. The calendar has turned to December, and we're in the home stretch now as we're underway in Week 13. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken.
Here we go, here we go.
Burrow bats it forward. It's a jet sweep. And they'll get it all the way up about 5 yards shy of midfield. Just like that, a pickup of 20 on their first play from scrimmage. But just a simple tap pass, but it pays off in a big way.
And sometimes the simple stuff causes the most problems for a defense because there's a breakdown in communication there. When that receiver goes behind the line of scrimmage and it looks like he's going in motion, someone either has to go with him or he has to be passed off to another defender. Somehow they didn't get that communicated well, and it turned into a nice play.
First down. Here's Burrow. He's got his big tight end. That's Hurst. And he's able to get this to the 40-yard line before he's out of bounds. The Bengals passing game finding a rhythm. They've got another first.
When you get a big tight end like this, sometimes it takes more than one man to bring him down. Oftentimes, your best bet, just jump on and hold on and wait for your teammates to arrive to help get him on the ground.
11, 11, 11. 11 MT.
A first carry for the former Oklahoma Sooner, Joe Mixon. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. That good for 22 and a first down.
Would you say this offense is locked in right now?
They're having no trouble on this drive. What is it, 3 plays, 3 first downs?
Yeah, you talk about on the march. They keep this up, they'll get to that end zone real fast.
Back to Mixon on first down. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
Defensively, we always know that he is tough in run support, and I think the way that he gets there is he understands what an offense is going to do before the ball's even snapped. A great job of scouting prior to the game, then reading, reacting, and taking the right path to the ball carrier.
11 mighty.
On second down, here's Mixon. And he's able to get this inside the 10 now to the 9. Give him 8 yards there. Still a few inches to go, though, as it'll be 3rd down and about the length of the football. Burrow on 3rd down. They'll drop this one down to Mixon. And he will have the first down, but he winds up paying for it pretty good. A 3rd down gain of 3 yards, and that'll be enough. Great mix of play calling so far. 3 runs, 3 passes. All 3 passes have been completions. 1st and goal.
I think on defense now, you have to almost take a chance. Rely on your scouting. Pick a play you think they would run here and just load up for it and see what happens.
They gotta go. Stop.
They'll give it to Mixon. And he is in. Touchdown, Bengals. Joe Mixon, his 12th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Bengals are on the board first here this afternoon. Extra point by McPherson, up and good. And it's now a 7-0 game. After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. Taking it about the 1. Mahomes will lead the Chiefs up 1st and 10 at their own 24. Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
One thing that you're going to see from this offense is that they love the matchup with their wide receivers against this secondary. That one wasn't successful, but don't expect them to back away from attacking all game long.
So after the incompletion on 1st, now 2nd and 10. Throwing now is Mahomes. Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. Multiple players combined for their team's first sack of the game.
All right, partner, I'm going to be Captain Obvious right here. Not the start you're looking for offensively, right? Incomplete pass, followed by a sack.
And when he went down, it looked like that right ankle got turned, but thankfully he popped up okay, and they breathed a sigh of relief on that sideline. And now maybe they want some extra time to talk about this 3rd and long play as we'll get a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And this one caught by Travis Kelce. And they work this well upfield across the 45. The defense shaking their heads, not aggressive enough, and they allow them to convert a 3rd and 18.
When they've needed a play this year, he's certainly been the guy to deliver it. As this season has gone on, he's been awfully consistent and sometimes spectacular.
The big play has them all the way out near midfield for a 1st and 10. Now here's Mahomes. And they're not able to hook up there. Incomplete. Now this defense for the Bengals, they were terrific in the win over Tennessee a week ago.
And one of the key things you always look for when you're evaluating a defense is how opportunistic are they? How many takeaways do they get per game? And how about last week's game? That number, 6. Absolutely phenomenal performance. They were on top of their game right from the first snap.
And across midfield he goes and into Bengal territory. 4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a 3rd down.
That 2nd down play call was not to pick up the 1st down. It was to accomplish what they did to get them into a manageable 3rd down because they had incompletion on 1st down, so they were behind the sticks, so to speak. They needed to make up some ground, and they did.
Throwing is Mahomes on 3rd. And this pass broken up. The contact well timed there, and now 4th down.
Against a team coming off a win just as your team did the previous week, you talk about being physical all game long. Sometimes being physical is just being on the spot and helping force the incompletion.
On 4th down, Tommy Townsend to punt for Kansas City. And he'll back up a few steps as he'll make the fair catch at about the 8-yard line. He'll score that a 36-yard punt, and the Bengals will have a 1st and 10 from deep in their own territory. The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive. They've got a 7-0 lead in the football as well as they start out 1st and 10. And they'll send the slot in motion left. The slot man in motion right.
11, 12, 12, 12.
Flag comes in. This might be a free play. And the reinforcements come in as they're going to stop him behind the line. And that one was relatively easy to see. I noticed that from up here.
Yeah, it doesn't take a whole lot, does it? Sometimes you get multiples. What I always love on these offsides is when each side points at the other. Hey, you did it. No, you did it. They deciphered that one correctly.
Here we go.
A boost here to start the drive. After the penalty, it's 1st and 5. Burrow going to give this to Mixon. And he works it across the 25 before being tackled. 49 yards rushing for him now, and he's carried the ball just 5 times. Charles, they won last week despite him not running the ball well. They told us need to get him going. Runs like that help.
And they talked to us about leaning on him because, as you noted, last week they didn't have to. Still won the ball game. They leaned on other people to give them the yardage that they needed, but they really want him to be that guy, and that's what they're doing early in this game.
Meanwhile, Burrow's throw complete there to Beckham. They'll be dropped after a gain of about 6 across the 30 to the 31. The Bengals had 7-4 on the year, and they have certainly got it rolling as of late. Winners of 6 in a row.
And I think this is where, as a head coach, you show your team some trust. Instead of just talking about winning, the very next game, you point out to them, we're on a nice run here, and if we keep doing this, we'll be playing at home in the postseason, and we know that could ride us all the way to the Super Bowl if we get that done.
After 7-0 on EA Sports.
Here we go, here we go.
They'll come up now 2nd and 4 from the 31. They'll send Beckham in motion right. From the 31, Burrow. The quick throw knocked away. It's incomplete.
When I watched that play, I thought about what my coaches had told me in the past. The biggest teaching point, get your head around. Locate the football so you can make a play on it while it's in the air. That's exactly what he did there. That was nice.
Here we go.
Now they face a 3rd down and 4 after that incompletion on 2nd down.
11, Thomas. Hey, we got to go score.
Burrow looking to pass. Throwing the out route, finding Boyd for the completion. And he's going to have the Bengals 1st down by about a yard as they find a way to convert there on 3rd down and 5. And defensively, they were in zone coverage there. Do you have to be a little careful? You're losing playing against a good quarterback like he is to not play too much zone?
Yeah, you have to be careful about how much time you're giving up. I think it's a good point you just brought up. So maybe if you still want to play zone, you go to a zone blitz scheme. And you can drop anyone out of your defensive front. Defensive end, defensive tackle. It doesn't matter. You just exchange someone to bring more pressure towards the quarterback and still try and cover downfield.
It's a gain of 13, and the Bengals have a 1st down.
And I like the idea here. Get the ball in his hands, even if it's in the passing game. 3 catches a week ago, and he does a nice job here to pick up yardage.
11, 11, 11.
In motion comes the tight end left. Mixon with a 1st down carry. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up.
They suspected it was a power play up the middle coming at them, and boy, were they right. That defense got downhill in a hurry and limited them to just a couple on 1st down.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8.
11, Thomas.
And they go play action now. Burrow. Man open, that's Jamar Chase complete. Yeah, he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. Burrow to his old LSU teammate Chase for a Bengal 1st.
11, mighty. 11, mighty.
From the gun, a give to Mixon. And this time not quite to the 30. It'll be down at the 31-yard line. There on the stop was Leo Chanel.
Oh, that was a thing of beauty right there. Look at how quick those blockers fired off the line once the ball was snapped. That was an O-line on a mission, all in sync, and the defense is lucky that play only picked up 5 yards.
From the 31, Burrow. This goes out wide for Mixon. And he'll be hauled down at about the 30-yard line.
As a defense, you're more balanced when you're in zone coverage because you're able to keep your eyes on the quarterback and see the play develop in front of you. You're able to keep the quick pass in front of them and stop it right at the line of scrimmage.
Here we go.
In search of 4 yards here to pick up the first down. Now it's Burrow. He completes it to Beckham. Touchdown! Odell Beckham, his 11th touchdown of the year. And the Bengals go up by 2 touchdowns. And McPherson on for the extra point. And it's good to make it 14-0. After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. And the stakes in this game certainly high as we get toward the end of the regular season. For now, they are holding a wild card spot, but there are no shortage of other teams in the NFC. There he goes, left side. 20. And all the way in for a Kansas City touchdown. Quez Watkins, 75 yards. And the Chiefs are able to strike quickly here as they are in for 6. And we didn't even get a chance to settle in for that drive. A quick strike of 75 yards, and they find the end zone.
Don't you get the sense that film study was behind this one, that they saw something that they thought they could take advantage of? The key is calling it in the right situation, knowing when it exists to go to it. They did exactly that. They've got to feel really good about what they did in advance of this game.
Just looking down at the sideline now, their defense is like, man, can you have strung that out just a few plays? Give us a break. Back out there.
Hey, man, give that water break and get on out there and play.
The Bengals drive about to get going. So for this offense, Charles, remember drive 1 made it to the end zone. Drive 2 resulted in a touchdown as well. Now they'll try to make it 3 for 3.
Yeah, and you know, they told us all week that this was the plan and this is what they wanted to execute, but did they really believe it would happen this well, this efficiently? I know they'll take it, and afterwards they'll say, there was never a doubt in our minds we were going to be successful in this one.
The tight end in motion right. Back to Mixon on second down. He'll be hit down at the 33, 5 yards on the play.
It's not a huge breakaway run, but if your starting running back finishes the game with averages of 5 or 6 yards per touch, you'll take that every single time.
The offense on third down, a perfect 3 for 3 as they look to keep that streak going. Here it's 3rd and 2. Here's Burrow. He finds his running back, Mixon. And he is going to have the Bengals first down by about a yard as they're able to convert on 3rd and 2. We've hit the 2-minute mark of the second quarter, 14-7.
Here we go.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10.
11. MT.
Out of the shotgun, they run with Mixon. Tackle made there by Frank Clark.
Well, sometimes you just have to give credit to the defense. Great job there at the point of attack, holding up. They won their battles at the line of scrimmage, left him no space to try and run. A really nice job swarming to the ball carrier.
On 2nd and 9, Burrow. Oh, hit as he throws there, incomplete.
I see the surprise in your face there, partner. That is a rare incompletion from him. He's been on point this entire game.
He has percentage completion-wise way up, not that time. After an incomplete pass on 2nd down, that'll leave him trying to convert on 3rd and 9.
11 mighty. 11 mighty. 11 MT tank. 11 MT tank.
Burrow will throw. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
That could be the stop this defense needed to get them back on track. They've been pretty well dissected by the offense here in the first half. After that possession, now they know that they can compete with this offense.
Punting now is Huber as he sends it away. And this will be out of bounds at the what here? The 12-yard line. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive.
Well, partner, coaches always say that every play is designed to score a touchdown. Sometimes that's not really true, but last drive, that was the case. One play to get into the end zone, and now they'll try to duplicate that success here.
And it's rare for those moments to happen. Incredible when they do. And you saw the celebration. Pure, unbridled joy after that one.
From the 17, Mahomes going deep here for Watkins. And the defense has it covered. It's intercepted. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Well, these defensive coaches, they sure like what they've got in this rookie corner. And with good reason, as you saw there.
It only cost him a day 2 pick, and a lot of people thought he had first-round ability. But when he was available on draft night, that was one where you didn't need the full time to make the selection. You call that pick in early, and he shows why he was so coveted with that interception there.
Here's Joe Mixon as they start on the ground. And he stopped right at the 25 after a gain of 5.
That's a really nice, tough run inside, and they gained 5 yards on it. And to be frank about it, most offenses don't expect to get 5 yards on a play call like that. So when they do, they go back to their huddle with a little pep in their steps. They're starting to think that they're starting to dominate the line of scrimmage.
11, 11. 11, 11.
From the 25 on 2nd down, Burrow. He'll find his running back, Joe Mixon. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. Now the Bengals going to use the first of their timeouts, as the clock will stop with 20 seconds to go in the first half.
But they certainly made a point of getting him involved in the passing game here in the first half. They must have seen something in the scouting that said, hey, we can capitalize on him getting the ball, possibly in the open field. And I think in the second half, that may loosen up the defense a little bit to get the running game going back inside.
Throwing now, Burrow on 1st down. And that's going to be caught. T. Higgins. And he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. Now another timeout called for by the offense. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime.
Here we go.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10.
11 MT tank. 11 MT tank.
Slot man moves right. And the slot man goes in motion left. Inside handoff to Mixon. He'll get a nice chunk there on the 1st down run, and it's 2nd and 4. That was signaling a timeout call. as it comes with 9 seconds to go in this first half of play. So on second down, the field goal unit is on here as they try to get 3 before half. This from 44 yards away.
McPherson's kick is good.
And they will move up by 10 now, 17-7.
So, Charles, they get to them with their first turnover of the game and then make it hurt a little bit extra with a field goal.
And anytime you give the ball up, what's the first thing a coach tells his defense? Don't let them score off of this. You've got to put out the fire. In fact, in 2021, that's what one NFL coach termed his defense. The firemen. Go out there, guys, and don't let them put some points on the board.
They're just going to run it here up the middle. He's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on first down. So we've reached halftime here in the Queen City, and it's the Bengals leading this one. As we'll send you down to Orlando, and we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, set and ready to rock for the third quarter. It'll be the Chiefs football to begin quarter number 3, and they trail here as we are back underway now on EA Sports. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive.
Charles, it'll be interesting to see what adjustments this offense made in the locker room. Haven't really been able to get anything going offensively, virtually nothing in the ground attack either. So certainly something has to change here in quarter 3.
And I'm pretty sure their friends from the defensive side of the ball told them exactly that, because those guys, the stock troops, they've been playing pretty well. They've kept them around in this game. Now they got some time. The running game struggled in the first half. Opposition knows how to focus on defending the pass here. They've got to re-energize that ground game and maybe open things up for a comeback here in this half.
60 catches for him now on the year. This last one, a first down.
I like how they worked the tight end on a nice little under route there. And if you're going to give him that much space, he's not even going to catch the football. He's going to run away from you a little bit, and that's exactly what he just did there, picking up extra yardage.
On first and 10, here's Mahomes. Throwing for his running back, and he's got him complete.
And they're going to get this up to midfield.
A couple of first downs right in succession, and this is an offense that can really use a good drive, and they're off to a fast start here.
From midfield, here's Mahomes. Now they go screen. It's complete. And he's got room. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. A good pickup there, a 22.
Well, they've certainly had their share of troubles running the football in this one, but this play is almost an extension of the running game right here. They set up the screen, let him work out in space on the perimeter, and he turns it into a big pickup.
From the gun, they'll try to run it. Down at the 25.
Give credit to the defense for stringing that play out, and they gave up no cutback angle. You know he was trying to dart through. No place for him to go. A nice job there, only giving up a 3-yard gain.
There they'll keep leaning on the running game. Back to the ground. And he'll get it down this time to the 17. That one, a first down pickup of 8.
It's nice every now and then in this game not to see people overthink it. Just hand it to the old reliable guy. let him pick up the first down.
So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10.
Operating from the red zone now, Mahomes. That's complete, right around the 8.
And the Chiefs are going to be looking at 1st and goal as they move this down to the 4-yard line.
It's taken a while for this offense to get going. A little creaky at the start, but they're oiled up now. A nice throw there, and they're really putting together a good drive.
1st and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. Mahomes going to throw. Finding his safety valve here. That's complete. And he'll get blown up behind the line of scrimmage. Back at the 6. It'll go as a loss on the play. Not what you need down here. It's going to be 2nd and goal.
That's a great job of tackling right there. If he could have made the first man miss, maybe he could have taken it into the end zone. Instead, they stopped him pretty well right in his tracks. And you often see that in the red zone. Offense has to be quick. In this case, the defense was quicker.
And now the Bengal defense here calling a timeout. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this 3rd quarter. They come up here with another shot from the 6-yard line, and it's 2nd and goal now. To throw, it's Mahomes. And that one off the mark behind him, incomplete.
You get the sense that they're saying we're not playing up to what we're capable of, and we're deep enough into the game that the early jitters are long gone, that they should now have some sense of continuity and be able to make some of these plays that they have not been doing so far.
They've been denied touchdowns in the red zone twice already. Here comes 3rd and goal. Looking to throw is Mahomes. And he's got it. Touchdown, Chiefs.
Juju Smith-Schuster
from 6 yards away.
And the Chiefs have cut it back within a score.
Well, that's about as quick of a passing touchdown as you'll ever see right there.
Everyone has a section in their playbook called the quick game. That was a super quick game. Out of the hands of the thrower, bam, right to the receiver, successfully for a touchdown.
How in-depth is that quick game part of the playbook?
It's pretty in-depth because people want the ball in the hands of the quarterback into the playmaker's hands downfield as fast as possible. There are a lot of plays, a lot of options involved with that.
Butker on for the PAT. And this is up and good to make it a 17-14 game.
17, Chiefs 14.
Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully.
The Bengals take over 1st and 10 at their own
35-yard line.
gun.
The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive.
But, Charles, they still have the lead despite their defense giving up a touchdown on the previous possession. And even though they have that lead, it feels like a back-and-forth ball game where to try to get momentum back, maybe they need at least 3 here on this drive.
I think you're right about that, Brandon, because your game plan doesn't change. I do believe your urgency does because of the last score that went against your team. So what you want to do now is have your own drive and try and make sure that momentum stays in your camp.
The big play to start him out. Has him at the 45 already. They get this to Beckham on the perimeter. And he's able to get this one out closer to midfield across the 45.
The goal of a wide receiver screen is get enough blockers in front to create a wall and let him pick his spot to run the football. How about the defense there, swarming to it and not allowing that to happen? Did not let him get downfield.
Here we go.
Second down at 7.
12. 11. 12. Stop.
Mixing up the middle. And he's down right around midfield after a gain of 2, maybe 3.
Now, that's a mountain of a man that just made that stop, isn't it? But he's more than that. This guy's nimble and quick. More than a space eater. He just made a great play there.
Here we go. 11 coming. 12. Shot.
On third down, Mixon. And he won't get close. Only a yard, 4th and 3.
Ladies and gentlemen, that is a force of nature in the defensive tackle position. Yes, he's as big as they come, but still plenty agile. And he's able to make a nice play there to swallow up the ball carrier.
Get set.
They'll try and throw forward with Burrow. And he's got Hurst, his tight end. And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. A solid pickup of 5 and a very solid 4th down conversion. And defensively, pure frustration.
So this offense able to convert on 4th, and now a fresh set of downs here. 1st and 10.
11 mighty.
Now Burrow. And he'll toss this one incomplete. Seeing no options, he throws it away.
Well, they've been back on their heels a little bit here in this drive, but a chance to exhale just a little bit there with incompletion on first down. Now they have to gear up, try and get 2 more stops, and escape this drive.
Here we go.
And this should be the final play before the quarter ends.
11. 11 Thomas. 11. 12.
To throw again on second down. Burrow caught left side. It's Beckham. He's going to be out of bounds on what's going to wind up being the final play of quarter number 3. We have played 3 quarters. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports.
On the line, ready? 12. Shot.
Here's a give to Mixon. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard.
Oh, that's one to warm the hearts of all those old school football players, isn't it? Tough, hard, gritty run. Got behind his pads, bowled over a few people. Look at that one, right up the gut.
So up through 3 quarters, no reason to lighten up now. A quick throw by Burrow is complete.
And the Bengals are going to have a 1st and goal as he's taken down at about the 8-yard line.
And a good quarterback facing zone coverage. If he has just a little bit of time to survey the scene, that's what's going to happen.
No doubt about it. If there's no pressure, he's going to continue to pick them apart because he'll have all that time to find someone open downfield. You can only cover for so long. So maybe they want to go to a zone blitz scheme, get a little bit more pressure. Remember when Carolina did that against Denver? They lost the game ultimately. They dropped the defensive end out, and he ended up with an interception in that game in Super Bowl 50. Maybe some sort of scheme like that to try and get more pressure at the passer.
This defense not fooled one bit on that touch pass.
And this has become one of those kind of in vogue plays, you know, kind of like the shuffle pass was a few years ago. This one never got off the ground, but you understand why a lot of teams are running it. These wide receivers, a lot of them, they run like running backs with the ball in their hands.
On two, ready?
2 of their 3 red zone trips so far they've come up empty on. They'll look to reverse that trend on 2nd and goal. And he's got it. Touchdown, Bengals. Odell Beckham, his 2nd touchdown of the game, giving him 12 on the season. And the Bengals will add to their 4th quarter lead.
Extra point by McPherson, up and good.
And his guys will take a 10-point lead.
After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. Fielded just outside the goal line. And he'll get it up across the 20 to the 21-yard line.
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive.
And you figure after giving up that last touchdown, you know, they trail by 2 scores here in the 4th quarter. This drive becomes very critical.
Trying to find his tight end, Kelsey, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Jesse Bates.
And the Bengals are going to take possession of the football.
If you combine last week and this week, he's got a hat trick going because he had 2 interceptions a week ago.
He's seeing the ball so well and understanding where receivers are and positioning. I mean, just watching him work with such great technique and paying it off, actually catching the ball when he has a chance, he's helping his team in a huge way.
And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down. Got to figure now, after getting that turnover, they're just going to be happy to keep the ball on the ground, right?
This is where covering the football, taking care of the ball, all the ball security terms that have ever been used, they come into play for the guys on offense right now. Just take care of it, and they've got a good chance of ending up winning this game.
Stop.
Another try for Mixon, and he'll take this into the end zone for a Bengal TD.
Joe Mixon,
his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon.
And the Bengals add on to their lead, and it's looking like that win streak is going to extend another week. Extra point by McPherson, up and good.
And that'll make this a 3-score game now. The lead moves to 17.
After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. This will be fielded inside the 5. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line.
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive.
This offense returning out there, and really, you remember the last drive, Charles, it was over before it even began. They threw the interception on the very first play.
And what that means is for all these guys, it's been a while since they've been out there going full speed, so they've got to get everyone back out there, run a couple of your go-to plays, make sure you get your offense oiled up a little bit. They've got to be able to start fast, but they've got to be efficient as well.
Especially the quarterback.
Mahomes now on 1st down.
That was swing pass. It's Edwards-Helaire.
They'll wind up getting 7 on the play, and that's going to bring up 2nd down. Here's Mahomes to throw. Open man right side is Smith-Schuster, complete. And he's got another 1st down as the tackle's going to be made at the Bengals 33. Nice play for Kansas City, picking up the first 18 yards that time. So they'll come up in Bengals territory now with a 1st and 10 down at the 33.
Hey, 43, 43, 15.
The Bengals going to use the second of their timeouts. That's going to leave them with just one remaining here in this fourth quarter. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. Now they try the right side here. Eli Apple up from his corner spot to make the play.
Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. And they'll give him another shot here on the ground. And all the way in for a Kansas City touchdown.
Isaiah Pacheco.
30 yards.
And the Chiefs have got it back to a 2-score game here in the 4th. Extra point by Butker is on target.
And the lead is trimmed down to 10. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Bengals drive about to get going. This game was really a tussle, seemed like just a moment ago, and now they've got the momentum. A couple of scores on their last pair of drives and a 2-score lead. I think here now you go conservative, right? Run the football, work the clock.
You know, I usually agree with you, but I'm going after them right here. I want to put this bad boy away. I wouldn't be afraid to throw it. They've got all the confidence, all the momentum on their side. Go ahead and take your dagger shots and try and finish this one off.
I disagree vehemently. I say run the football. You've got the lead.
Well, let's watch it and find out who's right.
They try to eat some clock with Mixon. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26. Whistles now in a timeout defensively. So a wise move as they'll use the first of their timeouts to force one more play before the 2-minute warning. The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9.
11 empty.
And they'll send the slot in motion left.
Back to Mixon on 2nd down.
It'll be a minimum pickup, and it will take us to the 2-minute warning. Now a signal and a timeout here on the defensive side of the ball. So they want to stop it with 1 second to go prior to the 2-minute warning. Now the Bengals on 3rd down. They've converted 4 times out of 6. Not bad. This will be 3rd and 6.
12. 11.
Play action. It's Burrow. It's caught by OBJ.
And he is going to have a Bengals 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
Here we go. 11 empty.
A handoff running left, Mixon. And they're going to stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Just no cutback lane to be found whatsoever. 2nd and 10. They've called his number a lot this afternoon. You wonder how much tread is left on those tires.
We certainly do, but I always think back to one of my favorite coaches in the NFL, And he used to have a meeting with his running backs every year in the offseason and say, look, as many times as you're going to carry the ball, you should be able to carry it one more time, so make sure you get in shape.
Back to Mixon on second down.
And he's going to have to protect the football and take his lumps here at this stage of the game as they stop him behind the line. The Chiefs quickly now going to use the last of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next.
Here we go, here we go.
We'll see what they have drawn up here. A little bit behind the line. 12 yards needed to gain a first down.
12, 12, 12.
Once again, they run with Mixon. And they'll get this across midfield, but not nearly close to a first down as he stopped at the 48. That'll be good for 6, but now it's 4th down.
Boy, where would these guys be without his performance on the ground? That puts him over 100 yards now for the afternoon, and I tell you, he seems to be getting stronger as the day goes along.
Here's Kevin Huber now as he'll kick it away for the second time. And this will be out of bounds. Now it's a question of where they'll mark it. And they'll say it crosses at the 11-yard line. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. They might be thinking this is close to a lost cause here. Got to play it out. What do they need to do?
Well, they have a thought process in mind already, but they can't get ahead of themselves. They know that they need to score quickly.
Yep, 2-score game.
Onside kick and get the ball back and then score again, but they can't worry about the last 2 points. The only thing that matters is scoring quickly, then they'll take it from there.
Scoring game, Charles, and we typically see in the National Football League, but fun to watch these offenses. They were really clicking. It seemed like everything that they dialed up worked.
Yeah, it certainly was fun to watch from our perspective. How'd you like to be those defensive coaches, though? That wasn't a blast for them at all. And let's face it, they all game plan, they all scout, they all think they're prepared, but executing and stopping teams, that's another matter entirely.
So for the Bengals, it's an important win for their playoff hopes as they move to 8-4. And they'll get another home date next week as the Browns will come to town. Meanwhile, for Kansas City, it's a tough one to swallow as they drop back to 8-4 on the year. And they'll look to get back on track next week as they travel to Denver to take on the Broncos.